Hi, and welcome back to the channel. It's true. My name is Norf. That's not quite right. That's not the intro that you're used to. Forgive me. Where are my manners? Hi, and welcome back to the channel. It is true. My name is Norf. And that little stunt I pulled just then probably gave the game away. This week, I'm really excited because we're going to be talking about music. Not just any music, the music that I use to create my YouTube content. So, as is customary, if you're ready, let's get started. Being an unapologetic right-brainer, being a creative type, I love listening to music. I put music to some of my videos that I create for the channel and also for other projects that I've got going on. But where do I find my music? Even though I am a drummer, I'm not gifted enough to create my own music using computers and synths and whatever else. There are a ton of great music websites that you can go to get your royalty-free music for all of your projects. For example, Pond5, MusicBed, Artlist, Audio Jungle, and Soundstripe are but to name a few. There are two sites that I go to get my royalty-free music and sound effects from. Next week, we'll have a look at Premium Beat, but for all of my YouTube content, there's one site that I go to, and that is Epidemic Sound, and they really are epic. Up front and out of the gate, these services are paid for subscription services. In all the videos on my channel, you'll find the tracks on Epidemic Sound. On the last few, I've actually put the name and the title just in case you want to get involved. And if you do, use the link in the description. For me, music is emotive. It will either make or break a particular video project that you have. You know that I'm a massive fan of sound. And some will argue, and I'll agree with them, the audio really will make a video. Established back in 2009 in Sweden, Epidemic Sound has grown dramatically. Like most other websites, and probably half the internet, they're using machine learning to serve up the right type of content to a particular creator. There are hundreds upon thousands of different tracks and sound effects inside Epidemic Sound, and that is growing on a daily basis. And obviously, because they're leveraging the likes of machine learning and using different algorithms, they're serving up similar and slightly different content to creators who are looking for different music. It's a great way to surface new creators and different music for your YouTube projects. I don't believe there is a one-size-fits-all, and that's the reason why I go to Epidemic Sound to get my music and sound effects from for all of my YouTube content. But to let you into a little secret, I don't just play these tracks on my YouTube videos. They're actually in some of my playlists. I think they are amazing, and massive creds to these creators. Absolutely banging tracks, well done. Before we get into either of those paid-for services, let's talk about the free stuff. If you're a new creator on the platform, go into your YouTube studio and on the left-hand side select Audio Library, and then you'll have access to lots of free music and free sound effects. There are pages upon pages of sound effects and free music to choose from for all of your YouTube video projects. Disclaimer, and I've always wanted to do this. By using any of this free music and sound effects in your videos, you agree with the YouTube Audio Library usage policy. And, as always, as we're accustomed to, terms and conditions apply. There, I did it. Did I actually sound convincing as one of those advertisement voice actors? I'd love to know. Do leave me a comment and tell me what you thought. On the platform, if you're found to be infringing copyright, you get 3 strikes. After that 3rd strike, you're out. So just ensure that the content, the music, the sound effects that you're using, you've either paid for or they are copyright free. And trust me, that will keep you out of a lot of legal hot water. For me, right now, with the flavor and style of my videos, Epidemic Sound really are leading the way for me. And let me tell you why. The layout of the site is really clean and intuitive, and you can tell the team has spent a lot of time getting this right. Those clever Swedes have built the site so it's really easy to navigate. But there are a few things that I really like about the Epidemic Sound site. I love the contrast of the white on black text with a little bit of grey and a little bit of colour as well. It really does make the site pop. In some ways, they've capitalised on the dark mode features that are on our devices today. Most of the text on the track listings and the sound effects also contain embedded URL links, so you can hover over the text and that will take you to another place on the site. To highlight a couple of key features, when you choose to play a track or a sound effect, at the bottom of your web browser you'll find the contextual information around that track. Not unique to Epidemic Sound, you'll find some basic transport buttons, an interactive track waveform display, and some additional controls. With your mouse, you can click into the interactive waveform display and jump to other points of the track. You can also do the same with the arrow keys on your keyboard. Left and right arrow keys will take you backwards and forwards in the track by 5-second increments, whilst the up and down arrows will take you to the previous track or the next track. Another great feature of Epidemic Sound is that the tracks that you select will also have stems. These stems are broadly solos of the instruments or the melodies that are in the track. What I like about Epidemic Sound is if you're playing the track and you select a stem, the stem starts playing at the time interval it was selected. For me, I find that's a great feature. And of course, once you found the track you like, you can then download it in a couple of different formats, either in WAV format or compressed MP3. You can also set your global download format of choice, and this is easily done by going to Me at the top right, then selecting Account, and then Preferences. Now then, with all of that said, let's talk Turkey. Epidemic Sound offer a really compelling service for you to add music and sound effects to all of your video projects. For me, being in the UK, I can access their 35,000 plus music tracks and nearly 100,000 sound effects for a really modest fee. And for the features and benefits of using Epidemic Sound, in my view, that modest fee is worth every single penny. If your video projects require a little bit more, I'm sure they'll have what you need to make yours happen. Oh, and this week's track is a belter. It's called Dungeness Crab by Margreta. Let me know in the comments though which sites you go to and why you like their particular music content. And that is it for this week. Thank you so much for choosing to spend your time here. As you know, I'm a big fan of the number 3, so if you would, please do 3 things for me. If you like the content, please do give me a thumbs up. Also remember to subscribe to the channel if you're not yet subscribed, and hit the bell notification so you don't miss out on when I upload brand new content to the channel. Again, thank you for choosing to spend your time here, and I'll see you next time.